Publishers Clearinghouse has gone through a great evolution over the last 10 years. We are known as a sweepstakes company. It's part of Americana in terms of sweepstakes. But over the past 10 years, we have been very digitally focused. We have evolved into a number of sites and apps from a historical commerce business. But that has allowed us great ability to connect with our users and collect tremendous amounts of information and very in-depth data points about our users, which we are bringing to market both in the site business as well as CTV.
Oh, well, I'd like to hear a bit more about data. So you use permissioned opt-in first-party data. Is that what you do? And then maybe you could tell us a bit more about how other businesses can use that to navigate things in the ad ecosystem.
Yeah, so we collect tremendous amounts of data on our users, starting with name, address, date of birth, an email address upon registration. We are also collecting IP addresses, CTV IDs, mobile ad IDs from those users. Additionally, we run surveys and questions from our users, and that allows us to understand our users in a way that very few others can. We understand the user's evolution as a person. Maybe when they signed up with PCH, they were a single person living in the city, and then a few years later they're married, and a few years later they have the presence of children in their home. So we understand how a user has evolved, and that allows us to target them in a very effective way, but it also allows the marketplace to target them by making our data available.
Well, this is interesting in the context of connected television, which, we've seen more media dollars migrate away from traditional linear television into CTV. So how can your data help advertisers as they're looking to find audiences on connected television?
Yeah, so specific to CTV, we understand through the questions as well as the data we're collecting on our users what they're watching and how much they're watching, in addition to very granularly understanding the device type that they're watching on, whether it be an iPad or a TV. And then through the questions we're asking them, we can understand the presence of children in their home. So it might be relevant for a children's broadcaster, and then obviously there's going to be some adult broadcasters involved as well. We're collecting IP addresses, so that allow us to household people and families and make the upstream marketers and brands easier to find their relevant audiences and users.
So finally, Chris, looking ahead the next 6 months to a year, is there anything that you're particularly excited about, or conversely you're worried about, something that keeps you up at night?
A lot of people are worried about cookie deprecation and the ability to find users moving forward. We at PCH are not overly worried about that because we do understand our users and we understand how to reach our users. So the ability for us to do that for ourselves, but also for the broader ecosystem, is very exciting.